Hello. This is a long overdue video that I wanted to make, but I never got to it. But it's a dream that I had a few months ago, and it's called the Crow Dream, and it really left an impression on me, and even a few months forward, I still think of it all of the time. But the whole dream had to do a lot with animals, and for a few weeks I had this like reoccurring dream, not particularly all exactly the same, but the elements were extremely similar. Anyways, so the dream starts off where there is this kitten, and the mass majority of people are so afraid of it, and it's violent and it hurts people, and sorry. And I was assigned to be the one to tame it, and I had to nurture it, and it hurt me like a lot. It would attack me, and like I just had to keep loving it as much as I could. But I remember a point where I kind of gave up on that, and I built a coffin for it, and I put it in the coffin, and the next thing I remember in the dream was that the cat came back to me, and it was like in my arms, and I looked at the coffin and it was like busted open, and I remember this specific thought in the dream. I don't know if it was vocalized like above me or out of me, or is it just a normal human thought, but it was the method I once used before isn't going to work now. I need a new method. I need to create something new, a new coffin, pretty much. So I forwent the whole idea of putting this thing in a coffin, and I began training it again. And I just remember the next scene. It was a lion, and it was tamed. And like I said, there were weeks where I kept having this cat as a kitten turning into a lion in my dreams, and it makes sense for this time in my life a few months ago. I went through so many things, and I had to really find courage, and the obvious message of that. But the next scene of the dream, which was also very reoccurring and has been, was I was in this strange building or house, always going down all of these hallways with doors everywhere, and it all felt like very twisty and turny, and like the doors were weird shapes. And I remember finding my door to my room, but it wasn't my room, it belonged to me or something. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot. And there were elevators. I always have dreams about elevators lately, and I was with like a group tour in the hallways, and the tour guide kept wanting me to go up these strange elevators. I would go weird ways, and I knew that I wasn't supposed to. And this person was trying to manipulate me in a way to going there in their elevator that didn't lead to my room or my path or whatever it was. But anyways, I went with my intuition, left the tour group or whatever it was, and I think I ended up taking my own elevator, and then I made it to my room, and I opened the door, and there were these two crows, and the symbol was, again, the weak one and the strong one, like the other part of the dream, the weak kitten and the strong lion. But immediately when I went into the room with the crows, the weak one, it looked broken and fragile, but it flew over to me, and in the dream it was pecking at my face and like eating my skin and going for my eyeballs. But I knew I needed to gain control of this thing because it was eating me alive, and I grabbed it, and I saw the window, and I opened the window and I threw it out. But as I looked out at what I had done, I noticed that I threw it downwards into the water, and it was so cold that this crow died, and I felt responsible for killing the crow. And again, the same thought was, I need a new process. I cannot kill another thing, because immediately I knew it was a bad omen that I had killed this crow. So the other crow, the larger one, flew over to me, but this time I wasn't as afraid, and I knew it wasn't trying to attack me like the other one, but I thought to myself, the new process, what will the new process be as this thing was coming? I grabbed the crow, and I threw it out the window, but I made sure to throw it upwards towards the sky, and it flew away peacefully. And then I remember right after that, I turned around in the room, and there was a huge black feather that was left for me, and I had this great overwhelming feeling that it was a gift. And I corrected myself, and I did well for myself. But I think this dream happened a few days before I took Changa, and the significance of that was my entire Changa experience was about feathers and birds, and so those tie into each other. And of course the dream was preluding in some kind of way, because with my Changa trip, my second Changa trip, I remember being that weak being, and I didn't want to take more medicine, but the Changa spirit forced me to keep taking more, and I took so much. I took 9 hits of Changa, the whole bowl. And so yeah, that dream was just it was resembling my future, and showing me that I had the courage to take more and to receive and grow. But anyways, so that was my crow dream, and for a while I thought, I was kind of afraid, and I thought something bad was going to happen to me physically, because I know that crow dreams, especially when they attack you, and it is very negative a lot of the time. And it depicts death in some ancient texts. It says that, but I'm alive, I'm okay, and yeah, that was my crow dream. And I guess that's it. But, oh yeah, another thing, I'm still taking the Ormus, and honestly, every single night, I fall asleep so fast, and I feel like I just astral project not astral project, I like fall into this lucid trance for so long during my REM cycle. And for the past few nights, my roommates have like kind of woken me up, and every single time they do, I'll talk to them, and then I always have to say, like, am I dreaming? Because, like, I can't tell what's what anymore. And Ormus is, like, I don't know, it's crazy. Anyways, okay, that's enough. That's all you need to hear before this gets too long. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy my crow and feline cat dream story. And yeah, thank you.